Question out of the community: what do you think? What is happening to Bitcoin? And I will extend it a little bit. Altcoins right now. So this is, I think, a very good question, and as well a little bit a tricky question, because we have right now the Ukraine crisis ongoing. We should not forget what happened last 18 to 24 months, the whole COVID crisis. And the times right now are, I would call it, very special. And in my opinion, what was missing until now was a major correction, because we had something what was happening, an event. I don't even know if it's the World War III right now or not, but it seems like we are kind of moving towards it. So we had a crazy event, and the markets wasn't really shaking. So in my opinion, there is maybe a black swan event coming. There is something coming what we cannot know right now. The gas prices are going through the roof right now. Energy prices are going to the roof right now. I think the Ukraine conflict will as well leave an impact. I was, as example, reading articles those days that important, how you call it, basic nutrients are missing right now, because Ukraine, of course, cannot more produce the same like they was before. And I don't know how good you know that, but Ukraine is a huge country and as well a huge supplier for Europe. So if I watch a little bit the signs, I personally think there is still a boom coming, a boom to the down. Of course, I have no glass ball, because on the other hand, we had a huge amount printed of new US dollars, new euros, and they was pumped into the project, into the government, into the people. And I mean, this cannot just be without any effect. And we can see right now the effects. Prices are jumping up heavily. And we have an inflation. In a few countries, we will even have a hyperinflation. And this is pretty crazy if you think about it. And I think it could be possible we see a Bitcoin at 15, at maybe 10K, and that we see then afterwards a big correction to the upside, maybe to 100K, maybe even to 200K. It's totally possible. So my recommendation would be right now, if you want to get into crypto, into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, into altcoins. About altcoins, I'll tell you a little bit later. My suggestion would be that you do it right now, step by step. So if you have, let's say, $10,000 to invest, you don't throw all $10,000 right now into Bitcoin, into altcoins. You do it in kind of sequences. You do it in little steps by cost averaging. Because let's say you would buy now Bitcoin at 30,000, Bitcoin will go down to 10,000. Maybe you would piss yourself in the pants, sell your Bitcoin, and you have a big loss. But if you are aware about the strategy, you don't care if Bitcoin goes down, because you have still basically gunpowder to reload and buy new Bitcoins. So what I would recommend you is to cost average into Bitcoin. To not, let's say you have $10,000 available, to not put everything in right now, to buy maybe, as example, $2,500 right now, $2,500 in a week, $2,500 in one more week, etc., 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 so that you not have the risk that you get in right now full, Bitcoin tanks, let's say 10K down, and then you have the risk that you are on the wrong side basically, and you maybe even are scared and selling off. Like this, you still have powder to buy in. And if the prices are going up, you're buying as well. I think this is the smartest thing to do right now, because we are in very volatile times right now. Bitcoin didn't prove itself as kind of a safe haven, because when the Corona thing happened back in, what was it, 2020, Bitcoin wasn't as well tanking down with the stock market, so it wasn't really safe haven, and as gold as example. And I think you should be careful right now if you want to get into Bitcoin. Long term, it's a very good investment. It doesn't matter if you get it at 20, 30, or 10k. You will be very good if you buy it at this price right now. But my recommendation would be you get in right now step by step, so you can do nothing wrong. You cost averaging into it, and then you reach basically the best price you could reach. Because I cannot see the future, and everybody who says to you he can seize the future, it's maybe just wrong. So yeah, be aware about the Ukraine crisis, what's going on. I mean, worst case, what could happen is we have a complete breakdown of the electronic. We have a complete breakdown of the supply of gas. We have a complete breakdown in Europe, as example, of the supply of, I say, basic nutrition. And if this happens, that's a problem. You know, that this will impact the prices. It's kind of black swan event. That could be as well other stuff which I don't know about. That's what I'm reading right now in the newspaper, so I'll be very careful. I'll be very aware about that, and you should too. And don't hype into something. Do your research, think about it, understand the technology about Bitcoin, understand the technology about altcoins, and yeah, that's important. About altcoins, there is as well important. We will not see an altcoin bull run until Bitcoin as well is taking off, because the altcoins are moving always with Bitcoin. For NFTs, it's a little bit a different topic, because NFTs I see pumping undependent or not dependent from Bitcoin. This is very interesting to watch. A market where I'm as example as well in with my companies. And yeah, I think this is a good take to, or a good explainer for you. Bitcoin cost average for altcoins. If you want to get in, cost average as well. Altcoins will not take off before Bitcoin is taking off, and NFT is always good to go. But really, do your due diligence about the project, check them out, and then if you like it, get into it. Search for projects with good utility, and you're good. Peace.